So it's the end of 2016, we're able to kind of take a step back and reflect on what this year was in gaming, what it was in technology and pop culture. I think when people look back on 2016, it'll be the year of a lot of hardware releases, you know, the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One S, quite a lot of VR came out this year as well. That said, there were quite a few games that really tickled my fancy. My number 3 spot in 2016 has to go to Overcooked. It's a multiplayer co-op and multiplayer competitive cooking game, so you play as a bunch of chefs in the kitchen trying to smash through orders. You're given a lot of bizarre situations where you have to cook all sorts of soup and pizza and burgers on ice. Some of them you are on trucks where like the ingredients are on a different truck to where all the cooking happens. Some of it is in space. It's bizarre, it's great fun, and it's pretty cheap as well, and it's on everything. It's on Steam, PS4 and Xbox One. I found it on Xbox, played it on PC. It's good fun, highly recommended. Number 2 has to go to Forza Horizon 3. I actually reviewed this game for New Game Plus. It was one of the first reviews that I'd done, and God, it was so good. It was basically taking everything that Forza Horizon 2 did well, which was to say a lot of Forza Horizon 2, and it turned it up to 11 with a beautiful environment, fantastic variety, and a lot of not only how the game looked, but how it played in the game modes and how it let you sort of dictate how you played the game, going from Surface Paradise down to Byron, down to, you know, the Outback. Let's not question why the Yarra Valley is there. Let's not pay too much attention to it. It's a fantastic game, great fun, and I think that even if you're not a big fan of races, that you could potentially really get into Forza Horizon 3. My game of 2016 has to go to Overwatch though. I picked it up on launch day against my own wishes, sort of. I said I should finish my assessment before I got it, but it turned out to be one of the best decisions I made all year. I think Overwatch really stands out because it puts gameplay at the front of what really matters in a game. You know, the graphics, the visual design, the sound design, the character roster. There's nothing really to fault to any great extent in Overwatch, but the gameplay, the core mechanics, and how a lot of the character design, the ability design sort of links together. I think that Blizzard spent a lot of time and put a lot of love and care into really polishing Overwatch and bringing it to players in a way that is still accessible but has quite a fair bit of depth to it. And that's why I think Overwatch really picked up a lot of people online that I usually wouldn't play with, and why I think that it might stick around in the esports scene for a little bit longer than some spectators might say otherwise. Those are my games of 2016. What do you think though? Feel free to sound off in the description of this video, or you can chat with me on Twitter, where you'll find me as @Cringeworthy, or the rest of the team as @NewGamePlusTV. Tell us why you think I'm wrong, or why I'm right. I mean, I'm obviously right, it's my list, you're wrong. It's objectively correct, but that's all from me for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.